Ooh boy, this will be a lengthy one. Welcome to Unshift Gaming, and in this video, I'm doing a game tips after 100% for the game Generation Zero. This will be long, so sit back and learn from the things I've experienced by playing this awesome game. Okay, let's start. To kick things off, we're going straight into the heart of your power, character builds and skills. Understanding this will fundamentally change how you experience the game and how effectively you will survive in Osterton. You've got four main skill trees to choose from: combat, support, survival, and tech. Generation 0 is brutal, especially at the start. Our initial focus needs to be on maximizing your survival and efficiency. The Swedish island is vast and you'll be doing a lot of running and looting. So first, we will prioritize movement and capacity. Immediately grab level 1 stamina amount and running speed. You need to move fast, especially when escaping. Max out carry capacity as soon as possible. You'll be looting constantly and more space means fewer trips. Once your capacity is sorted, aim for the lockpick skill from the tech skill tree. This opens up invaluable locked containers. For a significant boost to your XP gains, Inquisitive Mind is the next skill to prioritize. Just 1 point into it is all you need for permanent 50% experience bonus from completed missions. Let's secure your survival even further. Put 1 skill point in stamina recharge, 1 in health amount, and then 1 in visibility. These are crucial for your resilience and staying undetected. Alright, we've secured our survival. Now it's time to gear up for serious fighting. Our next big goal is the Vanguard specialization, which grants a powerful 25% increase to damage resistance. To reach Vanguard, prioritize 1 point in reload speed, 1 in run and gun, armor damage, trigger happy, and finally Vanguard. At this point, you are now roughly level 18. Since you'll be dealing with robots face to face more often, further increase your durability by putting another point into armor for additional explosive damage resistance. And then grab another point in running speed and 1 more in health amount. Our next major objective is to amplify your area of effect damage. Head back to the tech skill tree, put 1 point in salvage, 1 in mechanic, and then max out explosive expert to get that crucial 30% explosive area of effect increase. By this point, you should be around level 25. From here, use your remaining points to further refine your build. I recommend focusing on more reload speed, health, armor, and 2 points in component damage. This should bring you to around level 30. Beyond this, feel free to spend your remaining points according to your personal playstyle, since we've covered the most critical skills for a powerful and resilient late game character. Alright, with your character build locked in, it's time to talk about what you'll be actually using to take on the machines, weapons, and augmentations. This is where your loadout truly comes to life, turning you from a mere survivor into a tactical powerhouse. There are many weapons in Generation 0, but we'll focus on the absolute best for comprehensive late game loadout: the PM71 Algstudsare hunting rifle, PVG-90 sniper rifle, and the M49 grenade launcher. PM71 will be your primary assault weapon. Compared to other assault rifles and LMGs, the PM71 consistently offers the best balance of damage, fire rate, reload speed, and ammo capacity. It's your workhorse for close to medium engagements. The Sniper Duo, the Algstudsare and PVG-90. You might wonder why two sniper rifles. The Algstudsare hunting rifle is your silent killer. It's the primary sniper that can equip a rifle silencer attachment. This is perfect for silently picking off robot components, especially on runners and seekers. The PVG-90, on the other hand, is the undisputed strongest sniper rifle. It boasts incredible power and can utilize armor-piercing ammunition, letting you take down hunters, tanks, and harvesters from extreme distances. Be warned though, it's loud, so ensure you maintain a significant range when firing. You can secure a 2-crown PVG-90 early on top of the roof at Divix Ude Ferry Pier during the Make Friends quest. A higher tier 4-crown PVG can be found at this lighthouse tower. Next is the M49. The M49 grenade launcher will become your go-to weapon for quickly dispatching tanks and harvesters. Its area of effect damage also makes it incredibly effective for clearing out groups of runners or hunters. Now, let's supercharge your chosen weapons with the right augmentations. PM71 augments. The primary is EMP detonation. Once a machine is disabled by this, you can unleash a barrage of bullets without a fear of retaliation. Secondary augments, hit and run support. If you've pulled out your PM71, it means robots are close, so you'll definitely be moving or running. This augment provides a helpful boost. Agstudsare and the PVG-90 augments. Primary, sharpshooter. This increases damage when hitting components from long range, perfect for snipers. Secondary augments, quick learner. You want to level up faster to unlock more skills. M49 augments. Primary is EMP detonation. Again, this is fantastic for disabling multiple machines, especially tanks and harvesters. With its AoE damage, it allows you to destroy multiple components. Secondary augment, quick learner. Again, crucial for rapid leveling. That's it for weapons and augmentations. Now I'm going to share the combat strategies that will allow you to make the most of your perfected character and arsenal. Weak points. Always aim for the robot's weak points, gas tanks, joints, and any components behind armored plating. Understanding where these are located is the absolute first step to efficient combat. Mass destruction with traps. This strategy is highly recommended, especially when dealing with multiple runners or hunters, particularly in the early game. Plant several exploding gas tanks in a wide area, about 3 meters apart, forming a circle, square, or triangle depending on the number of robots. Place a lure like a radio in the middle, shoot the gas tanks to detonate, and watch as the multiple robots are instantly destroyed. Just be prepared for a brief game lag. The safety of long-range sniping. By engaging robots from long range, you significantly increases your chance of taking them down before they even get close. For tanks and harvesters, extreme range sniping is key to ensure your safety and systematically dismantling them. Leveraging AoE attacks with your M49. Once you've acquired the powerful M49, you can reliably take down multiple runners or groups of hunters without needing to set up traps. Just remember, you still need to lure them together for maximum effect. The double M49 burst strategy. This strategy is devastatingly effective, especially for tanks and harvesters below Apocalypse class. If you're lucky enough to find an experimental M49, even better. But 2 regular single-fire M49s work too. Sneak up behind the large robot, fire your first M49, then immediately swap to your second M49 and fire again. If both have an EMP detonation augment, the robot should be temporarily disabled. Immediately swap to your PM71 and unleash a torrent of bullets until the robot falls. As you see here, this strategy can take down even tough machines in seconds. Beyond your own combat prowess, let's talk about managing your assets, your companion, and tackling base operations. Your machine companion is best utilized as extra storage capacity. While they can fight, they also significantly increases your chance of being discovered and drawing fire. Keep them in your inventory most of the time and only deploy them when you desperately need more inventory space to carry loot. Effective base defense even with wood walls. Many base defense guides show fully upgraded high-cost walls implying hundreds of hours of material grinding, but you can effectively defend your base even with basic wooden walls, as long as they're placed strategically. The layered defense strategy. Create an outer wall with only one opening. This forces all incoming robots into a single heavily defended choke point. Behind that, build a layer of inner walls to protect your actual defenses and provide multiple vantage points for you to climb and shoot robots from any direction. This makes your base a death trap even against strong attacks. Mastering base assaults. Before you even approach an enemy base, make sure you have a 4 crown or higher RLG-7, the rocket launcher, augmented with a structure destructor. Even at bronze level, this augment is incredibly powerful for base destruction. Your assault loadout. Temporarily remove one M49 from your usual weapon loadout to equip the RLG-7. The assault process. Fire away at the enemy base. If robots head your way, quickly switch to your PM71 for close quarters or your M49 for AoE damage. Your primary targets are the robot spawn points. Next, interact and destroy the shield generators. And finally, demolish the command center. We've covered bases. Now let's talk about the true apex predators of Ostertorn. The game bosses, the Reaper, and the Vulture. Both the Reaper and Vulture can be summoned once you entered an enemy base, access the hatch, and interact with either Phoenix or Soviet caches. These caches are typically looted from rival robots. The Reaper, a true test of skill. The Reaper is essentially a tank on Super Soldier Serum. You absolutely need a 4 crown or higher weapons to stand a chance, otherwise you'll be in a 2-hour battle like I experienced. Optimal loadout. If you have them, experimental weapons are king here. An experimental AI-76 with shock ammo and an experimental PVG-90 with armor-piercing rounds are your ideal primary weapons. Next is your trusty PM71 and the M49 grenade launcher for support. You'll also need a firework to deal with the Reaper's self-destruct. And lastly, first aid kits, standard and advanced. If you lack experimental weapons, it will be tough, long, but still doable. Your core would be the PVG-90, M49, and the PM71 as support. Never go head-to-head. You will die. Maintain a safe distance and always utilize cover. Hide behind structures to break line of sight. From a safe distance, use your PVG-90 to destroy its 4 shield projectors. These are the circular objects with a red dot located on its knee joints and near its head. Once the shields are down, if you're using the AI-76 with shock ammo, then fire away. Just make sure to take cover whenever the Reaper shoots back at you. If you don't have the AI-76 experimental weapon, destroy the armor plates first, located on its knees, the joints above the knees, torso, and the shoulders. And once the armor is gone, swap to your M49 to unleash hell. Only if you don't have the AI-76 experimental weapon. Once you've dealt a certain amount of damage, the Reaper will release gas and it will do the thermobaric blast. When you see it, immediately hide behind a cover. This thermobaric blast can instantly kill you even at full health. After the thermobaric blast, the Reaper will summon runners. You can easily destroy them by shooting the Reaper with the M49 grenade launcher. Once the Reaper is at 10 to 15% of health, it will begin its self-destruct sequence. It will release a short red gas and then perform a thermobaric blast. Oh wait, it died. In any case, if the Reaper releases a red gas, just simply throw a firework at it so that it will cancel the self-destruct. Vulture, a high-altitude threat. The Vulture is similar to a Firebird but with more attacks. However, compared to the Reaper, it is a lot easier. Optimal loadout. Experimental PVG-90 is the best weapon to use. Experimental AI-76 is optional, but the M49 grenade launcher is a must. PM-71 will also be your support weapon. If you don't have experimental PVG-90, a 5 crown PVG-90 also works. Similar to the Reaper, the Vulture can be summoned in a Phoenix base. Plan your battleground. Before engaging the Vulture, make sure you are in an area where there are tall structures like houses or barns. These structures will be your cover from the Vulture attacks. Lure the Vulture to your preferred battleground and fire your PVG-90 away. After dealing a certain amount of damage, the Vulture will drop 2 shield generators that you must destroy. Swap to your M49 and destroy the traps and the robots near the shield generator. Open the shield generator and then destroy it. The dropping of shield generators will happen 3 times. Once the Vulture is continuously glowing in red, it means it is low on health and will get destroyed after several more shots. The ultimate goal, experimental weapons. Finally, let's talk about the ultimate loot everyone craves in the late game, experimental weapons. There are 3 main ways to acquire experimental weapons. The Reaper and Vulture bosses. Hunting these game bosses offers the highest chance of dropping experimental weapons. Battling level 4 rivals gives you a small chance of getting experimental weapons. And lastly, base assaults. This method has the lowest chance of yielding an experimental weapon. The top 3 must have experimental weapons. While many experimental exists, there are only 3 essential experimental weapons that you truly need to dominate the late game. The experimental AI-76, the experimental PVG-90, and the experimental M49. Experimental AI-76. This weapon allows you to fire any ammunition type. While you might think 50 caliber, the real game changer is the 9mm shock ammo. These ammos need to be crafted, and when you craft them, it gives you 80 rounds, meaning with just 10 crafts, it gives you a whopping 800 rounds. With shock ammo, the experimental AI-76 becomes the best weapon in the game. It creates a lightning arc between your bullets, causing a devastating chaining effect that can easily kill Apocalypse class. Experimental PVG-90. Rounds fired from this weapon can literally penetrate robots. This means you can shoot through the front armor, hit components at the back, and even damage another robot behind it. This truly shines against tanks and harvesters as it can hit multiple critical parts with a single shot. Experimental M49. This weapon fires 2 rounds in a single shot. It perfectly complements our double M49 strategy from earlier. With experimental M49 and another M49, you can unleash 3 explosive rounds almost instantaneously before switching to your PM71. If you don't have the experimental AI-76 or the experimental PVG-90, this is an absolute must-have. And there you have it, my most valuable insights and strategies for mastering Generation 0. My hope is that with these tips, you are now better equipped to take on anything Ostertorn throws your way. This guide helped you to become a deadlier resistance fighter. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to Omniscient Gaming for more in-depth guides and gameplay. Until next time, Stay safe out there, fellow resistance.